Hello everyone, this is Bhumika Patil, Senior Lecturer in Information Technology from Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar. Here we are going to see about second chapter, that is Internet of Things. The learning outcomes of this chapter, Internet of Things, are embedded system, architecture of embedded system, embedded processors, IoT definition and characteristics, IoT enabling technologies, IoT levels and deployment templates, IoT issues and challenges application, IoT devices and its features. Physical design of an IoT. Things of IoT. The things in IoT usually refers to IoT devices which have unique identities and can perform remote sensing, actuating and monitoring capabilities. IoT devices can exchange data with other connected devices and applications directly or indirectly, or collect data from other devices and process the data either locally or send the data to centralized server or cloud based applications, backends for processing the data, or perform some tasks locally and other tasks within the IoT infrastructure based on temporal and space constraints, that is memory processing capabilities, communication latencies and speeds, and deadlines. Here is a generic block diagram of an IoT. An IoT device may consist of several interfaces for connections to other devices, both wired and wireless. This includes input-output interfaces for sensors, interfaces for internet connectivity, memory and storage interfaces, and audio-video interfaces. An IoT device can collect various types of data from the onboard or attached sensors such as temperature, humidity, light intensity. The sensed data can be communicated either to other device or cloud-based servers or storage. IoT devices can be connected to actuators that allow them to interact with other physical entities, including non-IoT devices and systems in the vicinity of the device. For example, a a relay switch connected to an IoT device can turn an appliances on or off based on the commands sent to the IoT device over the internet. IoT devices can also be of varied types. For instance, wearable sensors, smartwatches, LED lights, automobiles, and industrial machines. Almost all IoT devices generate data in some form or the other, which, when processed by data analytics systems, lead to useful information to guide further actions locally or remotely. For instance, sensor data generated by a soil moisture monitoring device in a garden, when processed, can help in determining the optimum watering schedules. Here is the picture of IoT devices or layers in which IoT devices works using different protocols. The link layer protocols determine how the data is physically sent over the network's physical layer or a medium. For example, copper wire, coaxial cable, or a radio wave. Link layer determines how the packets are coded and signaled by the hardware device over the medium to which the host is attached, such as a coaxial cable. 802.3 Ethernet, 802.3 Ethernet, 802.16 WiMAX, 802.15.4 LRWPAN, 2G, 3G, 4G mobile communication. These protocols are used in link layer protocols. Network or internet layer protocol. The network layers are responsible for sending of IP datagrams from the source network to the destination network. This layer performs the host addressing and packet routing. The datagram contain the source and destination addresses, which are used to route them from source to destination across multiple networks. Host identification is done using hierarchical IP addressing schemes such as IPv4 or IPv6. IPv4 is the most deployed internet protocol that is used to identify the devices on a network using a hierarchical addressing scheme. IPv4 uses a 32-bit address scheme that allows total of 232 addresses. IPv4 has been succeeded by IPv6. The IP protocol establishes connections on packet networks but do not guarantee delivery of packets. Guaranteed delivery and data integrity are handled by the upper layer protocols such as TCP. IPv6 Internet Protocol is the newest version of Internet Protocol and successor to IPv4. IPv6 uses 128-bit address scheme that allows total of 2128 addresses. 6LoWPAN IPv4 v6 over low power wireless personal area network brings IP protocol to the low power devices which have limited processing capability. 6LoWPAN operates in the 2.4 GHz frequency range and provides data transfer rates of 250 kilobits per second. 6LoWPAN works with the 802.15.4 link layer protocol and defines compression mechanism for IPv6 datagrams over IEEE 802.15.4 base networks. Transport layer protocols. The transport layer protocols provide end-to-end message transfer capability independent of the underlying network. The message transfer capability can be set up on connections either using handshakes as in TCP or without handshakes or acknowledgement as in UDP. The transport layer provides functions such as error control, segmentation, flow control, and congestion control. TCP Transmission Control Protocol is the most widely used transport layer protocol that is used by web browsers along with HTTP, HTTPS, application layer protocols, email programs, SMTP application layer protocol, and file transfer FTP. TCP is a connection oriented and stateful protocol. TCP ensures reliable transmission of packets in order and also provide error detection capability so that duplicate packets can be discarded and lost packets are retransmitted. UDP is a connectionless protocol. UDP is useful for time sensitive applications that have very small data units to exchange and do not want the overhead of connection setup. UDP is a transaction oriented and stateless protocol. UDP does not provide guaranteed delivery, ordering of messages, and duplicate elimination. Higher levels of protocols can ensure reliable delivery or ensuring connections created are reliable. Application layer protocols. Application layer protocols define how the applications interface with the lower layer protocols to send the data over the network. The application data, typically in files, is encoded by the application layer protocol and encapsulated in the transport layer protocol, which provides connection or transaction oriented communication over the network. Port numbers are used for application addressing, for example, port 80 for HTTP, port 22 for SSH, etc. Application layer protocols enable process to process connections using ports. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol is the application layer protocol that forms the foundation of the World Wide Web, that is WWW. HTTP includes commands such as get, put, post, delete, head, trace, option, etc. The protocol follows a request response model where a client sends requests to the server using the HTTP commands. HTTP is a stateless protocol and each HTTP request is independent of the other request. As an HTTP client can be a browser or an application running on the client. Example, an application running on an IoT device, a mobile application, or other software. HTTP protocol uses Universal Resource Identifiers, that is URIs, to identify HTTP resources. COAP Constraint Application Protocol is an application layer protocol for machine to machine applications meant for constraint environments with constraint devices and constraint networks. Like HTTP, COAP is a web transfer protocol and uses a request response model. However, it runs on the top of UDP instead of TCP. COAP uses a client server architecture where clients communicate with the servers using connectionless datagrams. COAP is designed to easily interface with HTTP. Like HTTP, COAP supports methods such as get, put, post, and delete. COAP draft specifications are available on IFT constraint environments working group websites. WebSocket protocol allows full duplex communication over a single socket connection for sending messages between client and server. WebSocket is based on TCP and allows streams to message to be sent back and forth between the client and server while keeping the TCP connections open. The client can be a browser, a mobile application, or an IoT device. MQTT Message Queue Telemetry Transport is a lightweight messaging protocol based on the publish subscribe model. MQTT uses a client server architecture where the client, such as an IoT device, connects to the server, also called MQTT broker, and publishes messages to the topics on the server. The broker forwards the messages to the clients subscribed to topics. MQTT is a well suited for constrained environment where the devices have limited processing and memory resources and the network bandwidth is low. XMPP Extensible Messaging and Presence Protocol is a protocol for real time communication and streaming XML data between network entities. XMPP power wide range of application includes messaging, presence, data syndication, gaming, multi-party chat, and voice video calls. XMPP allows sending small chunks of XML data from one network entity to another in near real time. XMPP is a decentralized protocol and uses a client server architecture. XMPP supports both client to server and server to server communication paths. In the context of IoT, XMPP allows real time communication between IoT devices. Data Distribution Service is a data centric middleware standard for device to device or machine to machine communication. DDS uses a publish subscribe model where publishers, example device that generate data, create topics to which subscribers, for example, devices that want to consume data, can subscribe. Publisher is an object responsible for data distribution and the subscriber is responsible for receiving published data. DDS provides quality of service control and configurable reliability. AMQP Advanced Message Queuing Protocol is an open application layer protocol for business messaging. AMQP supports both point to point and publisher or subscriber models, routing and queuing. AMQP brokers receive messages from publishers, example devices or applications that generate data, and route them over connection to consumer. Applications that process data. Publishers publish the messages to exchange which then distribute message copies to queues. Messages are either delivered by the broker to the consumer which have subscribed to the queues or the consumers can pull the messages from the queues. Here we end the third part of second chapter, that is IoT.